Hi everybody. So I've been asked a couple of times to talk about Reiki. And what is Reiki? Reiki is the breath of life. It is the universal life force. It is a healing touch therapy done by a Reiki practitioner. They come in 4 different levels, but really there's 3 that are primarily that you're going to find. That's a level 1, level 2, and a Reiki master. The practitioner has gone through a series of courses under a Reiki master in which they learn the healing touch technique and how to channel the universal life force energy for a healing session. There's only a couple of contraindications for Reiki, such as things like a broken bone. You would not Reiki a broken bone until it's set in place because you're initiating the healing. So you don't want to do that until it's in place. If you're on a particular type of medication or just under anesthesia, then you want to schedule the Reiki session for a good time that the session will not hinder the anesthetic or the medication. Okay? It is truly a laying of hands on the body in a particular sequence. Some practitioners, depending on the client that they're treating, they may actually lay hands on the body, and other times they may have them above the body. Most times a regular session is done with the client laying down, and it begins with you laying face up, and they'll work from your head to your feet, and then you'll turn over onto your stomach, and there again they work from the head to the feet. It can create an emotional release, a physical release, a mental release, a spiritual release, any number of things. Okay? As far as whether it's good for cancer treatment, AIDS treatment, terminally ill patients, it is magnificent. There is no contraindication. Basically, there is no contraindication for Reiki other than being aware of a couple of different situations where you wouldn't want to use it right away. All right? The other thing to bear in mind is that if a client is in the middle of a particular lesson from the universe, the healing is only going to go so far. Okay? It's very meditative. It is a non-manipulative alternative therapy, meaning the body tissue is not getting manipulated. Massage, you manipulate the tissue. You're doing all kinds of stuff to it. With Reiki, you're not. Okay? Wonderful for pregnant mothers, I tell you what. Fantastic. It's good for everything. If you're stressed, if you are perfectly happy and healthy, Reiki's good for you. And here's one of the keys. There's a lot of alternative touch therapies out there. Okay? The difference with Reiki, most alternative healing touch therapies, you're using your own energy, you're using the client's energy, the person getting the healing, and you're working in theirs. With Reiki, the practitioner is truly a conduit for the universal life force energy. Okay? They've had the training, they've had attunements done by their Reiki master, and an attunement is a little ceremonial thing as you reach each level, and it increases the vibrational energy and opening channels for the practitioner to bring a greater healing energy through. All right? I used to explain it to my clients as, you want to plug your toaster into the outlet so that you can toast. Well, you want energy healing, you plug in to your Reiki practitioner, who is the outlet, the conduit outlet for the universal energy to flow through. The practitioner does not have control of the energy in order to say, okay, I want to get rid of this zit, so I want you to send all your healing, all the healing energy to that zit. It doesn't work that way. They are the conduit. They pass the energy through to you. And the universe, as we know, does what is needed for you, the recipient. So you may end up with a physical relief. You may end up with an emotional release. You may wake up feeling nothing. But there is always something that happens during a Reiki session, whether the person receiving feels it or not. Something always happened, okay? But it is fantastic. I enjoy it thoroughly as a practitioner as well as a client to receive it. I've had some of my best days after having a Reiki session. So I hope this answers your questions. If you have more, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help you to get a little bit more enlightenment on some of the other alternatives that are out there for you. Okay? Love and light, and namaste. Have a great day, guys.